Hey, what's up, you guys? This is another episode of Fishing Sage for you. Today, we are going to have a catch and cook of blue crabs. So, we're definitely figuring out the fishing here down in Florida. And I believe this blue crab dish that we have cooked is the best tasting dish we have ever cooked as a catch and cook on our channel. So blue crab is absolutely delicious. I would rank it higher than any fish I've had. I would rank it higher than even king crab with the method that we have used to cook them today. Now, the gear that we are going to be using is a 2-ring crab net that you can see here. It costed about $3 from a tackle store, and it is very cheap, very economical, and very effective. I don't think many people know how to use this, so we are going to cover that today. You can buy this from your tackle shop or Amazon. I think Amazon carries it as well. It's a 2-ring crab net, and it should look like this in the package. So we go ahead and open it up. This is the Dolphin um, company that made this, and they have this metal ring at the top that attaches to your main line, and it gets all over the place and gets tangled. So what I'm going to do here is simply use my scissors to get rid of it. So the metal isn't that strong, it's bendable. So go ahead and put your scissor in there or any kind of flat metal that can fit in there, and you just twist it off. Now you have this 2-ring crab net, and we will be attaching it to the nylon rope that we bought from Dollar Tree. This is a 40-foot one, and it's dollar store, so it costed us like $1.25 to buy this. And you go ahead and tie it with your favorite knot. I'm going to just simply use a double knot here because it works and it's simple and fast. And I think everybody knows how to do this knot. Just tie it once, do one knot, and the second knot goes right on it. And that should be sufficient enough to hold this line because this is nylon rope and it will not slip easily. So that's it. You're all set up to be fishing for crabs. All we really need is just bait attached to the center of that ring down there, and we are good to go. The bait we're going to be using is fresh pinfish that I'm going to be catching here. Now, some of you who are not new to the channel know our method of catching pinfish that has been very effective. We just simply use these snack sticks or jerky type of um, um, snack sticks, meat sticks that we can buy from the Dollar Tree. Again, this is from Dollar Tree. It only costs you $1. Um, I believe this is made by Hormel, and it's just a pepperoni snack stick. Um, and we just take the skin of it and some meat of it and double hook it on a really small hook. And as you can see here, it is highly effective. One cast, one fish, and this is the perfect size, which is about the size of my hand, and we are going to go with it. As for the smaller bait fish that we need for fishing, that we can use as live bait, we have this fishing cage that we made from the Dollar Tree materials. It costed about $4 to make this, and it's very effective, as you can see, and I'm going to teach you guys how to make this in another video. But take a zip tie and basically attach your bait of choice. It could be chicken drumsticks, it could be anything that you want, like a carcass or fish head. But today I'm going to be using fresh pinfish because out of all the bait that we have tried, fresh pinfish happens to be the most effective and the fastest way to catch these blue crabs in this area. So you go ahead and put it down into the water like so. It doesn't have to be far away from your pier or your dock because the bait will attract the crab to you. You don't really have to throw it to them. Now I already see a crab that is eating the bait, but it's hanging off the edge and not really in the net. So I'm trying to reposition the bait so that the crab will actually go into the middle. But as I'm looking at it, I'm taking a risk and assuming that its claw is kind of stuck in the netting so I can get them, and I was wrong. So I missed them. But, no worry. We didn't lose the crab. These blue crabs are actually very violent and very greedy. Once they find food, they actually really want it. They don't want anyone else taking it. So it really doesn't take long for them to come back and try to eat the bait that they have just lost. And I'm just going to let the video play to give you a real-time example of how long it really takes for the crab to enter your net, because it really doesn't take long. I think for this one it took about 45 to 50 seconds for it to come back into the net, ready to be caught. So we're going to go ahead and be a little bit patient for the crab to come back into the net. Just wanted to mention how clear the water is here in Florida. Water is absolutely clear in Florida, and that's one of the advantages you have fishing here, is that you can actually sight fish. You can actually find the fish, you can actually find the crabs and position your traps or your hooks or your bait to a position that is most likely to catch a fish. So yeah, he came back in about 45 seconds, or it's a she, I think. But we can keep female blue crabs in Florida because they're plentiful, and blue crab females only spawn once. So the bigger females most likely spawned already, and they are never going to spawn ever again. So there's no point in releasing them because they will not spawn again. So females are legal to catch and keep, and we're going to go ahead and keep that one today because it's big enough. Now, this is a pro tip for all of you who may be having a little bit of trouble catching crabs. If you cut your bait, any kind of fish or a pinfish in this case, in this manner that I am doing now, the belly and the tail, this actually maximizes the scent that is given off by this bait to increase the radius at which you are attracting these crabs, so that you can catch more crabs in lesser time, so that you can go back home and start cooking instead of staying all night trying to catch these things. If you don't know how to handle a blue crab, all you need to do is grab its hind legs like I'm doing now, that joint right there. You just need to grab it there, and its pinchers will never be able to reach you, so you'll be safe. That's it. Skylar has been fishing on the other side of me on this pier and this marina, and this is our catch that we are taking back. I believe we kept 5 crabs. We don't have to keep all the crabs we catch. The smaller ones we throw back. I think we caught about 10 crabs in about an hour, and we just kept the bigger ones. This is the crab boil that we're doing. This is the Cajun butter flavor, and it is absolutely delicious. And remember, never trust a cook who is not heavier than I am. Never trust them. This is some good eating, and I guarantee the taste. Try it for yourself. It is one of the easiest and most effective way to catch dinner, because we caught crab dinner in less than an hour at the marina, and this has been consistent for us every day we go out. So I can highly recommend this method of catching crabs, and I hope that you will be able to enjoy blue crabs as well. Catch that dinner.